Certainly. Here is the translation of your text into English. Greetings to all. Abu Uthman Al-Jahiz wrote the treatise *The Livelihood and the Hereafter*, specifically during the reign of Caliph al-Mutawakkil. He sent it to Muhammad ibn Abi Daud, who was in charge of the judiciary in Baghdad. This treatise primarily revolves around refining behavior, disciplining the self, and addressing the issues of governance and justice among people. In it, Al-Jahiz included numerous pieces of advice for the ruler. When reading this treatise, especially the section of advice to the ruler, one cannot help but recall Niccolò Machiavelli's advice in his renowned book *The Prince*. One can easily draw a simple mental comparison between what Al-Jahiz advised on one hand and what Machiavelli suggested on the other. For instance, Machiavelli's ideal prince is one who achieves his goals regardless of the means employed, even if those means are unethical. According to Machiavelli, the end justifies the means, even if it involves deceit, manipulation, or oppression. To him, it doesn't matter how virtuous or vile the methods are, as long as the ruler reaches his objectives. In contrast, Al-Jahiz believed that governance could only succeed by adhering to virtues. A noble goal, in his view, requires noble means. He emphasized that if a ruler deviates from virtues, they would stray from the correct path, leading to the loss of both worldly benefits and rewards in the hereafter. The core principle Al-Jahiz emphasized in his advice to rulers is the importance of relying on reason rather than succumbing to whims and desires. A ruler, according to Al-Jahiz, must base their conduct, whether personal or administrative, on rational principles. Being human, rulers are naturally susceptible to desires, personal ambitions, emotions, and impulses. To overcome these, Al-Jahiz urged rulers to exercise reason to govern their actions and decisions. By doing so, they could become ideal individuals and just leaders. This advice closely mirrors the philosophical analogy presented by Plato, who depicted a human as a charioteer controlling two horses, one representing appetitive desires and the other representing spirited anger. The reins symbolize reason, which the charioteer must use to keep the horses in check. Similarly, Al-Jahiz stressed that the ruler should use their intellect to restrain their emotions and desires. Al-Jahiz also advised rulers to act justly, reminding them that the judgment in the hereafter mirrors the judgment in this world. A ruler must administer justice without letting personal desires or emotions influence their decisions. While Machiavelli also recommended justice, he viewed it as optional, suggesting it could be set aside if it conflicts with the ruler's interests. Al-Jahiz, on the other hand, maintained that justice is indispensable. He warned rulers against oppressing the weak, emphasizing that a ruler's greatness is demonstrated in their support for the oppressed. Machiavelli, however, advised rulers to prioritize the state's interests above all else, even if it required harshness with the people. He believed that leniency could lead to chaos, whereas severity ensured order and stability. Al-Jahiz also advised rulers to be truthful, patient, respectful of others, and charitable without excess or hypocrisy. Conversely, Machiavelli famously cautioned rulers against excessive generosity, arguing that it could weaken their authority and the state. In conclusion, Al-Jahiz ended his treatise with these words. If you govern yourself, you will live with ease, free from worries, rich in friends, and poor in enemies. You will maintain a pure soul, a sound reputation, and praiseworthy deeds. This conduct in livelihood ensures prosperity in the hereafter. This stark contrast between the advice of Al-Jahiz and Machiavelli highlights their differing foundations. Al-Jahiz rooted his counsel in religion and morality, while Machiavelli approached governance from a pragmatic, secular perspective, emphasizing the separation of ethics from political practice. Despite the vast differences in context, culture, and time, it's almost inevitable to draw a mental comparison between the two thinkers when reading Al-Jahiz * The Livelihood and the Hereafter. Thank you. Let me know if you'd like to refine this further.